they have Benjamin Crump? Why do they have Benjamin Crump? Because he's the right person for the job at this time. His the type of attorney that he is correct for this situation. If you don't know how to do research, then you need to learn how to do it so you can understand why. For those of you who are saying, why don't they have a criminal attorney? Again, learn something. Yeah, learn something because they haven't been charged with anything and they aren't looking to be charged with anything. So why would they need a criminal attorney? A criminal attorney is not a prosecutor or a district attorney. So them hiring a criminal attorney, that criminal attorney does not have powers to go and press charges against anyone who is uh, thought to be having anything to do with a crime. Say something against Nolan. That is something the Supreme Court can do. That is something the district attorney and the prosecutor can do. You understand that? Why do they have Ben Crump? Because it's right for the job. Forget all the narratives and all the talk going on online. And we're not even concerned about the pocket watching because that's just how low that is. Nobody cares. Y'all only do that to our people. Okay. If the family finds that they need to file any type of suit, then they should, and I'm sure they will, and they have every right to, and they deserve to get paid, right? Again, Benjamin Crump is the proper attorney, and he's the proper type of attorney for this job. And keep in mind that he's very limited. There's not many of them available for us in these situations, and he does a great job. And from what I can see, he's doing a great job now. So shout out to Benjamin Crump. Okay, and shout out to Nolan Wells family. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells and our condolences to the family. However, I believe that his mother and his father, they're doing an excellent job. They are doing an excellent job. They are doing an excellent job dealing with all of this stuff. This is quite a bit. It really is quite a bit. So that's all I came on here to say about that subject. Um, there's a lot of other stuff I want to talk about, but I don't feel good, so I'm trying to rest. And I got like a 5 hour drive after this. So yeah, I was just listening to some stuff online, and oh, the people that keep trying to make an argument where there is none, and the people that keep answering questions, asking these questions about Benjamin Crump. Get over it yourself. Let it go. And Shy Oliver. You guys clearly don't know what you're talking about, but I don't know. I went so hard at the gym yesterday, y'all. I am so like I'm sore, but I feel terrible. And it felt kind of cool, like the weather's gonna change. I hope not. If so, I'm gonna blame them. Y'all know who they are. I always mess with some because the sun be eating them up. You know, I don't have no sympathy for them, but we need that stuff. So we need to stay on their butt too. Uh, yeah, Benjamin Crump is doing a great job. He is. He's doing a great job in this case. And again, he's perfect for the case. And forget all the criticism. He is few far between, and he's very much needed. And they have him, and he's doing great. Shout out to everyone who's giving that family support and positive messages, and who are praying for them. They need our support. They need our prayers. It's not just their family. There's other families, and there have been a few. If you guys have been paying attention, if not, take a look. There's cases I want to talk about. There have been a few 18-year-old males lately. I think that's something. Uh, but I'll talk more in depth about that in another video when I'm up to it. And I have the time. There are a couple of cases too that I want to talk about specifically and individually. These were young ladies, young brown ladies, and these were, if I'm correct, both of them happened this year. One was right before Juneteenth, and the other, I think, was May. 16-year-old girl, and I believe an 18-year-old girl. I know that there's been a lot happening with the male, similar ages, and they've been brought to court, but it's happening. Uh, our young girls too. There were two um, brown sisters, very young, 16 and I believe 18, that were found hanging, and just like all of the other cases, they claim no foul play, and they claim that they did this to themselves, and we all know that our people are not doing this to themselves. So, greetings, guys. I'm not. I'm gonna say I just don't feel good. I got like maybe a couple hours before, if that, before I get back on the road. I'm in Tennessee, Tennessee. Um, I'm gonna head back to Georgia, and yeah, yeah. Oh, and shout out to the Gentleman's Den. That's the name of the channel. Guys, if you have not heard of the Gentleman's Den, what are you waiting for? Get over there. He is hot and heavy on the Nolan Wild case, and he has been, I believe, since the beginning. He also goes over other cases too, but he is putting, as he says, belt to act on the folks who keep violating our people, um, on the people who are coming forward to buck dance for some butter biscuits from Malcolm. Shout out to Sorry Machine for coming up with the butter biscuit thing. But there are quite few. Um, uh, the Tatum dude, pathetic. Even uh, Don Lemon. Don Lemon has been getting interviews, and he's a huge platform, so no one can blame anyone uh, for going there. Uh, But and if y'all didn't know, and you aren't familiar with Don Lemon's past uh, violations against our people, honey, you can do research on that. But I'll give you a pleasure. Willie D made a song called Cool. Look it up. There's a good video to it too. I don't really like number two, only because I feel like the first one was better. Sometimes the remixes don't come out as good. But he has a song called Cool, and he has Raven Simone starring in that. He has Charles Barkley, he has Don Lemon, and I think Stephen A. Smith. But it's a very good song. So yeah, Don Lemon got to star in that song. So you check that out. And Don Lemon says he's like, I think he got fired. Um, but either way, they got tired of using him as against us, right? So he's kind of, I guess, independent now. And so a lot of times when they do that, they try to make it appear like they are an ally, like they're an advocate for people. And, people don't like to do research, so they either forget about it or they didn't ever know about this person's past. And you guys should check out about John Lemon and his past, you know. Um, so don't let that fool you. There's another one too, and I kind of wanted to slander him a bit harder in his own video, going over his content, and I may or may not be able to get around to it because I'm working on getting some information together because there are quite a few things I want to talk about. But what a Flacco, Flakio, whatever his name, that came from no jumper, trash, another Sambo. He's a grifter and he's a scammer. Uh, there's videos out. Currently, someone is hot on his ass about his scam of our people. And he is not even a child. He from Africa or something, but he he's a yes, he's a morbidly obese guy. But he's disgusting and he's a scammer and he's definitely a grifter. He doesn't care about what anyone does to our people. He causes a lot of damage himself. So right now he's just going along with this because it is a grift to some people. It is definitely a grift to him. You can tell when you listen to his videos that he is not authentic. You can hear him being like performative. He's extra dramatic and all of that. And all he's doing is just trying to gain funds from sitting on his derriere bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I do mean literally, physically getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. He is a huge guy, disgusting, um, in every he is. And so there's plenty of content out where people have been exposing him and things like that. And he just moves on to the next thing. And what he has found is, you know, wealth kids is one of the biggest ones. People talking about it. It's currently active just about everywhere. Nobody's talking to you. Um, so don't start blinking. That light want to come on so bad. It want to come on so bad. Anytime you say something that sounds like an S, it's not doing it now because I'm calling it out. Or you say light, see, that's some BS. But it does all the time, and it's not. It's being asked to come on in a few days, so it's just trying to blink every chance they get, right? But hmm, yeah, Benjamin Cole is doing a wonderful job, and you know, just don't listen to the narrative. Think, use your head. Think of all these cases where they have done away with our people and tried to get away with it. And any of the families that got some form of justice with it, be monetary compensation, remember they owe us everything because they took everything. Okay, they would not have wealth or power if they didn't steal from us and do all of the dirty things that they've done to us. So they owe us. They have broken treaties and all of that. That's some of the content I want to be doing too. I got some coverage. Um, but in the meantime, pay attention to what Trump is up to. Okay, 'cause, yeah, y'all get overly distracted by one or two things, and you stay on it, and you're not versatile enough, and y'all need to be paying attention to a lot of stuff. But this fool come on here, and he um, he got a lot of stuff he's trying to do, and it ain't good. Okay. Go listen to his uh, speech. I think it's on the 4th of July, and they were celebrating what 250 years of this place that they stole. Yeah, Trump, you stole it. You stole everything. Okay, and there's proof of that. It's not up for debate. But you know what he said in his speech? He said, "Shame on the people who claim that we stole anything from anyone. We've never stolen anything." I'm not quoting him verbatim. but I will when I do that specific video. He also said, I was gonna say suggested, but no, he said that if people want to talk about them and ruin the narrative that they stole things like land, right? You know, they're gonna be look at it, nigga. Fuck you. First of all, okay, we working on it, but wait till people really get themselves together and get together. Y'all gonna be dirt. You know, you're gonna be dirt. It's just sick, sick, real sickening. You know, all of the things they've done and continue to do, and the stuff they're planning to do. Y'all need to be paying attention to a lot of stuff, okay? Because we gotta get active. You know, we're not active, and we need to be active. But yeah, Matt Walsh is another one. He's on my radar. I'm coming for his raggedy ass. He's trying to undo truths and put out different narratives and alternate versions. And you know that's dangerous because it leaves our children, our youth, our young adults to all be naive when they don't know the truth about who these people really are, their history, and their past behaviors. Okay? We're going to talk more about these lynchings, all of them, not just one or two cases that's like out here right now. You guys got to understand the magnitude of this and the uh, you know, how much it is going on. Okay? As someone who works out here and travels and has to be in these spaces, as I do my studies and listen to content and do all this research and stuff, every chance I get, educating myself, I'm also simultaneously being surrounded by just so many evil people, you know, and you see it in them, you feel it in them, and you know they just they're really something. They really are. So let's not forget, we are at war. We've been at war. Anyway, we need to get out of war because they're at war against us. But we are definitely in a war, and there's several of them, right? But there's definitely a war against us. And when they try to do things like that, like Trump, oh, that's a lie. We didn't ever steal anything. First of all, shut up. You disgusting pig. Like, how did you get anything that you got? Where did y'all come from? Literally. And then where did you come from geographically? Okay, let's just see. You know, there's a reason why they was being strategic and still are in doing things like, you know, taking truths out of books, taking it out of the schooling, you know, not just erasing things. And he wants to tear down all kind of monuments. But is he tearing down them statues they got up of them with little children? He said nothing about that. They happy with that, right? Of course, because this place is covered with sick individuals who do sick things to children that is their religion. They have our youth um, being naive to the dangers that they can be in and are in this world. And we should never be turning a blind eye to when they taking us out, and we should never accept them saying, "Oh, there's no foul play. Nobody's going to be charged. They did it to themselves," shit like that. Because that is absolutely not true. Y'all are doing it. Y'all are the ones who are doing it. Okay, y'all are the ones. This. Let's see if I can get up. Ah, I'm just really going through it, y'all. But this book, the book. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna read this book. We're gonna study this book. Be preach on this book. Dice Prince Francis Crystal. Okay. I don't feel like telling them. Right? Yeah. This is the book. This is the book. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, honest book to me. Book. If you don't know her work, it's all on YouTube. Go check it out. Okay. And look at that. Keys to the Compass. Right? Dr. Francis. Right? And remember, you can go listen to his work too. Read his work, all of that. John Henry Clark. You have no friends. And he's talking to us. Okay, he's talking to us. You have no friends. You have no friends. None of your better than I thought. I didn't know. I never knew about it. I was so tired. I had to wait, like, because we down in Australia, I don't know what they going to sell us, but they drop it. They don't want to bring it down. I'm a friend. And they drop that load and they fall off. With, you got this stuff in Australia. That's like being a mom with no children, right? And, do that. Caught it with his he last night. So short. Well, no, I started my shift, but I had to wait 4 hours for them to get a trailer to the load. Uh, well, load my load because having it, and they didn't get my load. Because they didn't get my first, and I really had to, found this extra one. So, I was looking at it, and, uh, we got to give it a go. And, and, and then I go somewhere around there, and down for my shift. I've been down in the field, and then I went to the soccer field. They was having games, they were having games, and with some of the parents, we got the walking track around the field, and I got my steps in, and went up hills down there. So I started, and that's the big area. Really good. Uh, for the sun, it's about exactly things. My body started. I'm still in the door. I'm about to get out now because I was actually need to get that. But if I break down, then uh, uh, then Got in this door. Well, all the guys did. They wanted that. We came to my son's store and I was sitting here. So I'm just like, oh my God. You know, I mean, they got my light blinking. It's the only light on. All these good stuff. Come up under my tires so I can get up out of here. Yeah, because I can hit the road now. I spent most of my week in freaking Tennessee. Well, not Tennessee, but kind of on the borderline. Tennessee, Georgia, other stuff. So I could say, so we, well, we have great, yeah, going on my phone. And they have like a company, no van that's going to check out. They need stuff on. So, 500. Yeah, like, no, like, why are they bringing in PS5? Because they have like alternate TVs. Stuff like that. It's like, places, they only, I don't know, it's not good. But then when I bring it up to it, it's like, oh, it's all, yeah, oh, it's all right. Kind of stuff. So I went in a Ankle I got like hip pocket, and I've had them for like maybe 10 years. So, I think I put this years ago, and then the fabric got fall apart because they've been hanging in there for a long time. So once it got wet, it got fall apart. So I'm like, okay, pack it up, get up there, get to the tunnel. I'm like, so I end up getting it in and I go to Walmart and that exact fabric, I got big yards of it there. Ooh, wee, 6 yards. And so one guy came up and he was like, hell, we could make some of this. I was thinking, about making some more. But yeah, that's not a bad thing. It's like a 6 yards. So that's good. I think that's good both to be honest. Because in the warehouse, which is the best place to go, it would be, be off. Which is not. But yeah, the longer I had it for, it's like three, not like a full screen, but and I ran out of thread. So I just packed it up after that. He's like, go to the store and get some more grass. I know, but you just want to sit here and watch this show. No, I don't feel like going to the store again. I'm waiting until I got back here. And when I was in the shop, my babies, because I got like a few of these plants, I got like three different kind of plants, but they're all air purifier plants. I forgot what it's called, but the other ones back there, the biggest one, the baby women, and this was they were sitting up here in that sun, and it got burnt. So, um, I got my butterfly pepper. But then I have my other one, the snake plant, which is also air purifier. Now I ate up. So, it's good. You know, they recover. They're going to die. And I went in the terminal there, and they have whole, like this wrapper is road. And so when you go to the back, where the this festival, they have like a whole bunch of big malls. I was like, ooh, this is cool. Um, you know, the side of all these big malls. These are like gorgeous. Ooh. And she's like, I'm dating the real that after the got the skinny. Because now got all the center things that is full of chemicals that emit itself all the time. Even formaldehyde in each plant, it's formaldehyde is rid of a lot of poison chemicals that are emitting around soil. And then as it breaks down, it puts in and breathing. So these plants are really hard that and that's and they can have those pronouncements. So, my lemon from the side. Got burnt too. Poor baby. Got burnt too. But she's just saying yeah, she's lemon for juicing and got burnt the sun. Because I kind of forgot the 10 to 1. And I had set them in the window to get some sun. And they've been sitting in the window the whole time. Like for a day, they sat in the window. And, the shop guys don't know any better. And they would try and they would get that doggone sun up in the mountains for 'em and them up. So, yeah. Oh my gosh. I need a spa. I was at the gym yesterday and was taking a nap before I went in and the woman came knocking on my truck. Right. She's like, "Hey, get your car," and she's like a mobile masseuse or whatever. I was thinking today, like.
I was in Georgia, I might have to get her a call right about now. Uh, but it's a good hurt though. It's a good hurt from good work, necessary work. You know, but I am sorry. I didn't realize how hard I was going. So definitely didn't do anything today, even though I have enough different equipment with me to get a pretty decent. It won't be gym weights, but pretty decent workout. So there goes leg day. So tomorrow will be leg day. Because yesterday was back day. I went in. Yeah, yeah, I went in for sure. So I'm just look around. It's pretty lit out here. Pretty litty. Pretty litty. Oh, it's a beautiful scenery on the way up here, though. All the mountains and trees and hills and valleys. Hmm. Weather's lovely, but I can feel the weather trying to change. Um, definitely can. Mm, let's see. Make sure everything is good back there because I'm fitting to take it off. Wanted to do my nails over this weekend. I got some glow in the dark dip powder. I can't wait to try. I can't wait to try them, y'all. So, let's see. If I burnt my jars, I'm not sure. I think I did. I got plenty of cans that I made of antibiotics for this season, coming season. And I even went and got some more ginger and garlic, organic, of course, and use ginger, garlic, red onions if you like, and manuka honey, but you can use organic local honey. But manuka is the best, and you cover it in honey. Yeah, this is money, baby. Money. Because I got like uh, several jars. But I have like variations. I got like 10, 20 jars. And some of the jars I got some olives in there only because I just bought a jar of olives. And the olives was stuffed with garlic. I got some olives. I got some jalapenos in one jar because I had a jar of jalapenos. I was like, okay, I'm gonna remix one jar. And I do this all the time. So you have a variation of flavors. I got let's see, some with garlic and ginger and honey. Those I got like six of those because that's the original. And then you can also add lemon juice to it. But that'll take care of your immune system, take care of them parasites, all of that stuff. Um, that's real good. But I'm telling you, garlic is no joke. No joke. One of the best things you can consume twice a day on a regular basis is that concoction. But if anything, you can get you some raw ginger and garlic and just eat a piece. And it's no joke though. Every time, like I like to crush the garlic, which is good because when you crush it, that's when you activate the not the sulfur, but something else. But that's the most powerful way. Some about a garlic press, but it's so annoying because the garlic when you press it, it gets in little holes. You gotta dig it out. Then will eat a whole garlic clove, even covered in honey. If it's raw like that, that shit will burn. Like you feel it in your stomach, like, oh my God. But that's good because all the bad bacteria and whatever else is, trust me, it's doing that 10 times worse. But some of them gonna turn into the black garlic, and some of them are already like fermented fully. Because I started a month ago, and that shit tastes so good. I'm telling you, the ginger tastes like candy ginger. The garlic is just it's tolerable because it's just fully engulfed in the honey, and it is so freaking delicious. It's so good. So good. But y'all should get that together for yourself and for your family. And the longer you ferment it, that would be the ones you should get the people who sensitive to the honey and the garlic, especially the children. But they'll like to eat it with the I got 5 hours. I do not. I only drive for no damn 5 freaking hours, bro. Mm-mm. My other phone at. No. I was listening to Gentleman's Dan show for today. It's actually what prompted me to say something about because it's like why people keep asking that question? Like, why didn't the family get a defense criminal attorney? Criminal attorney? Why did he get background? Why they didn't get a criminal attorney? And it's like, tell me you done without telling me you fucking done, bro. Mm, a criminal attorney, bro. I meant to braid my hair too. So I can be curly and cute tomorrow. But I guess I can do it right quick. Battery is low. I didn't even use it today. Um, yeah, they keep coming in there asking, why does they have these different languages and shit? Damn. They be messing with these phones too. Y'all know yesterday, both my phones were going through some shit. And I'm like, there y'all go, I see you. And I was using that speaker earlier. The speaker through the truck, like the radio speaker. And then you have uh not Siri, but Sirius. I just pulled my earring out. No, the back was still there, but my earring fell. Ew, let's see if I find this. 'Cause I do think it hit the floor and it did fall out. But yeah, seriously trying to take over my phone. And then I had a hard time connecting and shutting that shit down. But, all right, let's see. Flashlight. I had it hit the pillow, and then it hit the carpet. Ah, there it is. See? Not too bad. Not too bad. Go to the chat. In my earring. What's the back to one? Let me see if it's gonna turn on. This phone been acting weird too. Both of them been acting weird past couple of days. They too busy over surveilling people. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too. Them data centers and all that other stuff they got going on. Yeah, buddy. Um, I was gonna do two. I was gonna do some mini braids. I got like have an extra wavy, but I'm just gonna do my two for now. Let's see if I can get this phone started because it's acting crazy. Looking like the Georgia Guidestones with all these different languages. Mm, It's so peaceful out here. But I know it's still some active workers out here. I was gonna walk the lot when I got up a little while ago, but for the most part, everybody shut down and gone home. But I know it's still some males out here because I seen them active with these vans, even just a little couple minutes ago. I said I'm not gonna be walking out here because I have to put a hold in somebody. You know, I don't want to have to take nobody's son off or own nobody. And cause I will, I will. Uh, uh, uh. Where is nice to me. I got this shit. Oh please, you got some power. You got some charge. Don't play with me. Don't stop till you get enough. Oh, you gonna come on in? You gonna stay on? You gonna play games with me like you was doing last night? Shit, they put me in SOS mode. I had to go off the gym Wi-Fi. They were trying to make me upgrade one of my sewing apps, my where I make my patterns projected. So like you gotta be iOS 26 or something. And here I am back on 15, 16 or whatnot. They do all kind of fuck shit to try to make me upgrade my operating system. And I don't want to. I didn't want to come out the flip phone to start with. Like, bro, get your leg. Get your foreleg, baby. You know what I mean? Let me see. Uh, the trolls is in the building, of course. The trolls, they love me. The trolls, they love me. The trolls, they love me. Banana, just riding my bananas. And she got me feeling like, oh. Try again. I gave you motherfucker.
Exactly, right. It's confusing. It's very confusing. He's offering $50,000 for information on the death of Nolan Wells, and then at the same time, he's suing Nolan's defense team. But I want to know what the family think. They strangled him. It's a cover up. Yeah, we know that's a cover up. But what y'all think the autopsy gonna say, family? The autopsy is complete. Nolan's family is on their way to get the information. You got a bunch of narrative that's being spread around social media with no evidence, no proof to back it up. Foul play, no drugs.
If I was the family, I wouldn't have revealed my autopsy results yet because they haven't revealed theirs. And some things I don't agree with Gentleman Stan, although he does a wonderful job. I don't agree with him on a few things. Let's see if I can remember some of them. When it comes to the autopsy, he is saying they should have held the body until they can get him the neck, the throat, the organs. Gentleman said, you're playing crunk. He's explaining things and you're still not getting it. Hey, I need you to understand. For them to get the body as soon as they did was great. Okay. If they got the body any later, they'd have got less information because of the decomposition. The organs, they cannot do the original investigation and findings that the original coroner did because, let's say, like the lungs, you want to see fluid in the lungs, did he drown? She's already cut it up and dissected it. So what was there, you can't recreate that. So when you get it, it's all dissected, and whatever the original findings was, let's say water was in it, the water's not going to be there anymore. Plus, it's going to be decomposed even further. Plus, it's already dissected because they're looking for other things, lung disease, blah blah blah. So the organs will kind of be useless to the second autopsy performer, especially as time goes by. So it's kind of you're really relying upon the honesty of the first report when it comes to that. Now the throat is being held. That tells me that it could be evidence. It may or may not be now, but it could be evidence. So if you find damages to the organs, you are responsible for holding that so it could be filed with your findings into evidence and used to get that conviction because you can say um, the damage is there, but you got to prove it, show it. Here's the exhibit A, and here's the throat. So if it's evidence, which I'm assuming it is at this point, there's no way they're going to relinquish that to anyone at any time. And again, gentlemen, Stan, love you, brother. You do wonderful work. But waiting, time is of the essence, especially when the body's already had an autopsy. So it's already been tampered with and gone through. But the longer it decomposes, the less you're going to find. At this point, what the family got from their autopsy is pretty much all they're going to be able to get. Yes, people exhume bodies years later and all that kind of stuff, but they're very limited at what they can detect. The toxicology report, I know the public's going to be demanding, just like they were wanting the results. But because the main coroner, who we don't trust, has not revealed any and has pretty much said they're not going to, I would I wouldn't give up my autopsy results either. I wouldn't give these toxology reports up either. We got more than enough information to know that something happened to him. Okay, some sort of violence happened to this brother. me close my doors. I'll be back. Close the door. Waiting for.
That's for sure. They put his foot on the back of his neck and drown. It's a cover up. Okay. Okay. Exactly, Kay. They know Benjamin Crump hasn't accused them of anything. And this is what I'm saying. This is a distraction. See, what the father tried to do is run a interference, just like Brandon Tatum is trying to do. Why do you think Brandon Tatum has been solely focused on the Nolan Wells case? If you go look at Brandon Tatum's channel, well, you don't have to waste your time. I saw it.
Come on with it, brother.
All he's doing is talk about Nolan Wells, Nolan Wells, Nolan Wells, because nobody was listening to Brandon Tatum. He was getting 20,000 views, 30,000 views, and he got 3 million subscribers. Now he's getting 400,000 views, 200,000 views. Every video is about Nolan Wells, somebody attacking me. Nolan Wells' parents, Benjamin Crump this, Benjamin Crump that. The family is the same guy that's accusing Benjamin Crump and pocket watching Benjamin Crump. This guy is grifting off this case. A distraction, family. Warren's father is a distraction. Coming out here offering $50,000, and at the same time, you trying to sue Benjamin Crump because you think he's accusing your son of unaliving Nolan. So that's false. Salute to the family. We in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We here.
Benjamin Crump ain't
We here, ladies and gentlemen.
thing.
Yeah, suing Benjamin Crump is a waste of time. That's not gonna work. That's a waste of money.
It's a waste of time to talk
about. You're out here trying to threaten content creators. I hope your money long because you can't prove anything.
Right,
nobody's lying on y'all.
Why?
And y'all know that. But it's a distraction, family.
Yeah, how do I get out of here?
Exactly. DC, Mississippi is trying to hide the fact that this is a homicide. That's what it is. But I just hope that Dr. Turner, since she finished with her autopsy, to send Nolan Wells' neck out there to Washington so the other examiner can finish doing what he's doing.
How do I get out of here? I'm not getting in there.
Exactly. They threaten lawsuits as a scare tactic. We not moving. Exactly. I don't know what they think. Charlie X said, Sambo Tatum is telling the investigators to stop investigating. He got an issue with Crump because he's making money off the case. What the hell is Tatum doing? Exactly. Exactly. Dude doing a live stream every single day, grifting.
Somebody
popping up videos. Every video is about Nolan Wells. Not about trying to find out what happened to him, but attacking Nolan Wells, slandering Nolan Wells, slandering the family, attacking Benjamin Crump. That's all he been doing. He don't give a damn about no justice for Nolan Wells. Salute to Gino coming in with a $2 super chat. Can the family send him a cease and desist letter? I don't know.
I wouldn't anyway.
There's something they have to run with Benjamin Crump on. But I do believe somebody gonna sue his ass. I honestly believe somebody gonna sue his ass, fam. Somebody gonna sue him for sure. I believe it. Dude. Guess how much it cost me to make sure my family gets $1 million if something ever happens?
I don't
You'll
know.
never guess. No, it's gotta be like $200 a month. Nope. $37
Okay,
a month.
this is where I was at.
It only took me 10 minutes to get coverage. It was 100% online, and I didn't even need to take a medical exam. That could help cover our living expenses. That could help put my kids through
Is
college or
this
something. Yeah, man. Ethos.com. It's super easy, and you can get coverage in just minutes.
Yeah. So, the way out.
This is what would crawl out of you if you drank 2 tablespoons of this disgusting African herb every day for 2 weeks. After your first dose, you'll feel the bitterness hit your gut immediately, and that's actually a good thing. That's your digestive. But salute to the family, salute to the team. Thank you guys for joining on this evening while you guys coming on in. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever you go live, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it, family. So as you guys know, the autopsy is complete, right? And they haven't released it to the public. And you hear a lot of people talking about they got evidence of this, they got evidence of this. A witness saw this, the police department told them this. That is a lie, family. This case has been sealed. It's against the law for anybody in that department to release any information on this case. So when you heard Brandon Tatum come out here talking about he heard this and he got proof of this, and the chief said this, and the sheriff department said that, he's lying. The family don't even know what's going on with this case. This case has been sealed. And if somebody feeding TMZ or Brandon Tatum any type of evidence, they will be sued. That's $100 million lawsuit for Benjamin Crump them. So this is how you know these motherfuckers are lying, family. So let's play this article from ABC News about the completion of the autopsy. Tonight, they say autopsy. Examination of Nolan body was conducted on July 7th, one day after he was found dead at the Barry Island, where he spent the 4th of July holiday with friends. This is new video surfaces appearing to show Nolan at different points during the day. The Officer Tatum podcast posting surveillance video from the boat launch where Nolan and his friends. And this video right here, family, is alleged Nolan Wells at the island. And I want you guys to keep in mind, the family and Benjamin Crump has been asking for video footage, pictures, any information on Nolan. Nobody has released anything. All of a sudden, when his audio dropped, everybody coming out talking. Even Katie, right? I've been calling out Katie. Katie came out and provided some proof that, she left the island. She provided timestamps. But that's not enough, Katie. We are going to go over that next, by the way, because I told you, we have to smoke them out. And that's what we're doing. All right. We are smoking Katie out because Katie see everybody else getting lawyers. Everybody blaming shit on her. Everybody pointing the finger. So Katie came out and dropped some receipts. It's appearing to show Nolan at different points during the day. The Officer Tatum podcast posting some moon. Beautiful. It's big. It's actual moon. Look at all these. You see dozens of boats and people in the water. The show's host claiming Nolan is among them. Look at that picture, family. Look at this picture right here of Nolan in the water. Look like it's right there. Amongst hundreds of people, dozens of boats. Nolan is nowhere by himself to wind up drowning somewhere. Nolan is nowhere by himself, family. Let me make sure I hop on that point. Nolan is always around a group of people, so somebody saw what happened to Nolan. Yeah, they know what happened. These people really think they can continue to come out here and gaslight us and lie when Nolan is right here in the goddamn water, surrounded by people, surrounded by boats. This has to be the biggest cover-up in history, family. Yeah. I'm starting to think that this is the biggest cover-up in history. Because for nobody on that island to come forward and present evidence, videos, pictures, tell us what they seen on the island, this has to be the biggest cover-up in the history of this country. In history. Because ain't no way on the 4th of July at this island, and we just seen Nolan right there in that water, nobody seen what happened to him. Nobody seen what happened to him. Bro, these people has to be funny motherfuckers on this earth. Nolan's friends spoke, and he told Nolan is not appeared to be on it. One of Nolan's friends who traveled said because the whole outfit, and then Nolan decided to stay behind. Meanwhile, Nolan's mother, as administrator of his estate, making several legal. You said this the morning. Let me look at that again. Let me look at that again. Let me go back. The Barry Riley, where he spent the 4th of July holiday with friends. This is new video services appearing to show Nolan at different points during the day. The Officer Tatum podcast posting surveillance video from the boat launch where Nolan and his friends departed on the night of July 4th. The podcast also airing video and NBC News analysis confirms his source. You see dozens of boats and people in the water. The show's host claiming Nolan is among them. Another clip aired on the podcast appears to show Nolan's friend's boat being towed. Nolan does not appear to be on it. One of Nolan's friends who traveled home said they left because the boat malfunctioned and then Nolan decided to stay behind. While Nolan's mother, as administrator of his estate, making several legal moves, sending subpoenas to several social media companies for information and content from his accounts. Today, Nolan's mother again has the opportunity to speak of it.
We are begging if anyone knows anything, his friends, strangers, please call the hotline.
Eric Gilchrist. And y'all heard that. She said, if you know anything,
I know
please call. Sent pictures to Brandon Tatum. Why y'all not contacting the mother? She just told you this clearly. In every press conference, by the way, Benjamin Crump got a tip line on his website. So Katie want to come out and present evidence about where she was at and what she was doing. Why you not contacting Benjamin Crump
Get on
and
out
telling them what you know?
Or get out.
Why nobody contacting the family? Why is the father out here talking about he want to sue Benjamin Crump? And then again, he want to offer $50,000 for any information on Nolan Will's death. It don't make sense to me.
Oh, y'all made me sick.
It's not adding up. The mother and the family been saying this from the jump. If you got any information on her son, please contact her. But TMZ talk about they heard 2 witnesses allegedly say that Nolan was drinking. They say Nolan at 6 o'clock. These people are fucking lying to them. They're lying. They're lying. They thought they was gonna say, hey, Nolan drowned. And then when they started running the smear campaign talking about, hey, he was heavily drinking, and then Brandon Tatum coming out saying that he was on drugs allegedly, they thought that we was gonna just go into hiding and just run with their story. That's what the state of Mississippi thought. See, the state of Mississippi didn't expect us to be this vocal about this case, like the other cases that they swept under the rug. That's why Dr. Turner was taking her time. That's why she removed Nolan Well's throat, rearranged his organs in his body, because she tried to stall. The district attorney tried to stop the mayor, the governor, coming out here saying that they don't expect no foul play. They thought that was going to get us to go run and hide. But we stayed on code this whole entire time.
I see real
Dr. Turner had Nolan Well's body. We ain't been letting her rest. We've been applying pressure on Dr. Turner in the state of Mississippi. So now that the autopsy is complete, what the fuck? Why y'all not telling the public?
We start making up stuff. We sound
I thought y'all said Nolan Well's drowned, right? The governor said no foul play. Okay, no foul play. He drowned. Release the autopsy to the public.
Anyone telling you ammonia pee smell is anything but biofilms hasn't seen this new research. After 10 years in gynecology, one of the most upsetting things I see, especially in my perimenopause clients, is them being misled to think the
His friends, strangers, please call the hotline.
Aaron Gilchrist, NBC News. We thank you for watching. So you guys see that, right? So as you guys know, like I said, the autopsy is released, family. The autopsy is done. And just like me and you guys, a lot of us think that this is a cover-up. I'm really interested into finding out if Nolan was on drugs, because if Nolan was not on drugs,
can't be out here going slow.
And Warren Father trying to send out cease letters and sue people. Y'all the ones that's going to get sued, especially Brandon Tatum.
Man, y'all so annoying.
For him to come on his platform and say that somebody told him that Nolan had cocaine in his system with no proof to back it up, no way to verify it, I hope they sue the draws off your ass, because he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars talking about Nolan. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. His numbers has it because nobody was listening to him, family. Nobody was listening to him. He's popping up on everybody's platform, doing interviews, acting like he's the attorney on his goddamn case. Salute to Earn Wheel coming in with a $10 super chat. Thank you for your coverage and your delegates on this case. And let Officer Tatum Tater Tots keep talking. The more he talks, the more he gets exposed. Earn Wheel, I hope he gets sued. I hope he slip up and somebody find a way to sue his ass. Especially after that remark about cocaine. Especially, then you want to come out and say the boys took a lie detector test. Why y'all took a lie detector test for? What y'all didn't take a lie detector test for? I thought y'all was innocent.
Who cares about that?
Y'all his best friends, right?
We don't trust
Okay, cool.
nothing.
So, family, we've been trying to find out what Katie got to say, right? Salute to Rogers coming in with $2 super chat. They don't have eyewitnesses, live witnesses. That's exactly what they got. And you know the police department said they interviewed over 60 people. Yeah, okay.
I don't believe.
I can't wait till they release the
talking about that's
the
not
transcripts
yelling
of all
at
these
his
witnesses.
phone
What the
back.
fuck they
I don't
said.
believe that.
I can't wait. Shout out to Rogers coming in with $2 super chat. I appreciate you. So, family, Katie have came out and presented evidence. She has released photos, videos, Snapchat pictures, Snapchat videos with timestamps of her being on a boat, her being around different groups of people, not around Nolan, because Katie see what they trying to do to her. But Katie, I'm just trying to inform you, Katie, that this is not enough. You have to come out and speak on this now. You have to. But let me show you guys the evidence that Katie presented.
Looks like our girl KK said you're not gonna get me.
And all of this is alleged, by the way.
And look who just uploaded and dropped some receipts to the Biloxi group chat showing where they were at. Our girl KK, and I can't say her name, but it rhymes with Katie.
So you guys see right here, right? Katie uploaded a Snapchat video or a picture at 6:02 p.m. in Ocean Springs, Mississippi on July 4th, 2026. This is 6:02 p.m. She is on the boat. She is not around Nolan. She's on the boat at 6:02 p.m. and she's not around Nolan. But Officer Tatum came out and said that there's no reception. You can't upload no video. Warren coming out and saying, hey, everybody leave their phones on the boat because nobody's phones work. Even though Officer Tatum Brandon Tatum also admitted that he made a phone call out there. Warren admitted that he made a phone call. And the reason why Nolan kept his phone on the boat because it wasn't no reception. And as you can see right here, Katie is providing evidence that she uploaded a Snapchat.
As provided timestamp receipts.
You in the wrong lane. You better do something.
Receipts not right down there.
She's over there.
That's not with her. KK said there's no way y'all gonna keep playing her name, babes.
This is another picture of Katie. Jackson County, Mississippi, July 4th, 2026. Timestamp, 5:24 p.m. Right? Because the boy said that he was left behind with Katie. Last time they seen Nolan was at 3 o'clock. They left the island at 4:30 and he was with Katie. Katie is showing you Snapchat pictures, timestamps of her around a group of people and not around Nolan. And Officer Tatum came out and said that it's not enough reception. This is not enough, ma'am.
Get your motherfucking.
It's the last time you seen Nolan, Katie.
Get on down the
I appreciate the pictures, but this is not enough, ma'am.
Little bitch.
Who boat is this? That's what I want to know, Katie. You can come out here with your pictures and your photos. I appreciate that. Because you see what they try to do, Katie. They try to throw you up under the bus. And I told you, if you know anything, Katie, I advise you to come out now. Because the police department trying to run a cover-up. They are not going to protect you. So if you know anything, it's best that you come forward and speak out. I want to know who boat that you are on, right? These pictures is not giving us enough. Okay, you on a boat at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Okay, cool. Where the fuck is Nolan then? That's what we want to know, Katie. You need to be vocal. Explain these pictures. Don't just post these pictures out here on social media and try to have everybody piece shit together. You are on a boat on your way home at 6 o'clock. You are on a boat at 5 o'clock. So from 3 o'clock that you came out and said, by the way, that the last time you seen Nolan, that he was talking to Warren while the guys was yelling on him to get on the boat. So from that time, Katie, till you got on the boat and started leaving, first of all, who boat are you on? That's what we need to know. Because I know you listen to Katie. Katie listening, family. That's why she out here doing all this. Katie, listen to me. We need to know who boat is that. When you got on that boat and went home, when was Nolan? Did you see him? Do you know somebody that saw him? Because they trying to pin this off on you, Katie. That's what they're trying to do. And you know what they're trying to do. Because Bart got a lawyer. Warren got a lawyer. His stepmom is the judge. They got his back. Tristan is a lost cause. Everybody got lawyers.
Nobody don't want to mess with Tristan.
Okay.
Oh, Tristan.
You out by yourself. All of them are working together. So we need answers, Katie. We need to know who boat is this that you on, and when the last time you seen Nolan while you on your way back home?
5:24 p.m. She's got the receipt. She was not with who we all said she was with. She's got multiple receipts.
Okay, this is another picture that Katie allegedly Snapchatted this day. All of this is allegedly, by the way, but Katie dropped these receipts in a group chat on Facebook. Katie is dropping receipts. This say Jackson County, Mississippi, July 4th, 2026 at 5:35 p.m. She is uploading Snapchats on the boat. I was telling you, I thought you said it wasn't no reception. I thought you said can't nobody upload nothing. That's what you said.
Alrighty.
This is Katie again with her third upload on Snapchat, not around Nolan. But Katie, we need to know who boat is at. Who boat is that? Don't just throw some pictures out here, ma'am. We appreciate it. Thank you. But this is not enough, Katie. You have to come out here and be vocal. Just like Warren set his line ass down and started talking. Tristan started talking. Bart, when he got a lawyer, you have to be vocal. I don't know who advising you to be quiet.
You know that
I can tell that you don't have a lawyer, Katie.
You think you about to hop in front of
release these photos.
Tonight, it's not going to be a good night for you.
Let us know what happened to Nolan. That's all we want to know.
You better get back there and get in this.
That's all we want to know. If you had nothing to do with it, okay, fine.
Better let God guide you the right way.
Tell us who boat is that?
Because your ass, you ain't gonna hide behind me. That's what you're not gonna do.
TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, or Snapchat.
You ain't gonna
This
go
is the language that could get fans.
That's what I thought.
Right now.
That's what I thought.
Allegedly built to keep teenagers hooked, not by accident, on purpose. And while your child is screaming for help, getting more anxious, depressed, or lost, these companies had proof it was happening. They saw it.
Yeah.
And they did nothing.
Go on in there.
Talk. Families have already filed lawsuits. CBS News reported that Meta's CEO Mark Zuckerberg was called to testify in court for the damage Instagram caused to children. This is real, and it is happening right now. Here is what most parents don't know. If your child dealt with depression, anxiety,
tell us who boat is
that?
With it. When you left, Katie, did you see Nolan? Who is he around? That's what we want to know. Save yourself, Katie. Don't rely on the sheriff department to save you, because they're not. Warren and them are blaming you. Come forward and be honest.
I like her face, location. That's very clearly her. I mean, this is a picture from her Facebook, and I just matched it with one of the pictures that was posted to White Proud. All these photos basically giving up
White Proud.
Because if she was going with her friend and wasn't where y'all said she was, everybody else, like she
has been. They did an interview with Lemonade, and this is what we're going to get into. All right.
This way.
Let's get the lights up, family. We got over 600 viewers. Lights, family. Let's get the lights up, fam. Thank you guys so much for being with me on this evening. Let's get the lights up, fam. Yeah, these lies, these narratives, they falling apart. I know y'all story was to blame Katie, separate yourself away from Nolan, come up with a bunch of lies, have Brandon Tatum come out here and run an interference, attack Nolan's parents, attack Benjamin Crump, try to deflect, come up with fake ass stories, try to slander Nolan Wells' name. All this shit backfired on y'all. All of that is backfiring. It's not working. Katie is not allowing y'all to slander her name like this. Katie is showing proof that she wasn't with Nolan. Yep. She left the island around 5, 6 o'clock.
Sound like a
on the boat, provided timestamps and everything. You know who haven't provided timestamps?
Past Katie. We know who was with Katie.
Tristan, Bart, those allegedly 2 witnesses that said they seen Nolan around 6 o'clock. They didn't provide no evidence. Katie at least provided us Snapchats or where she was at 5:25, 5:35, 6:02. She provided where she was at. She was on the boat, on the water. So Nolan could have not been with her. Sorry, that lie didn't work. So now it's time for these allegedly witnesses come out and say they seen Nolan drunk and on cocaine at 6 o'clock. Shout out to Nathaniel coming in with $2 super chat. I'm doing well, bro. I'm headed home from work. Good to have you here, bro. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Let's get into the video, family.
Other young men who have been black young men who have died seriously brought to light there as well. Let's get to the break.
Will y'all move out the damn way? Don't you see the cops trying to get through? I'm trying to get over. You silly. Y'all don't pay attention to nothing.
Honestly, Nolan Wells' parents.
Damn. That took forever.
Hello to the family and to you, and thank you for being here. Let's talk about the breaking news. The autopsy from Mississippi is. And so, what does that mean?
Shit.
When do you find
Shit.
out?
Got into an accident up here. I know I should have stopped and used the bathroom at that person. Ah! So jumping jobs. Get off the road, bro. Get off the road.
Out to the family, but
Damn.
get a chance to talk to them before the news told us the autopsy was complete. Scheduled to have a meeting with the district attorney's office next week. But that means they're going to reveal the autopsy results. Is unknown to us, but we're certainly going to inquire because we have been begging for transparency the whole way.
Stop begging.
With them, and we hope that they will be transparent with us, especially.
Stop talking like that. They know such thing.
The case.
They don't
want to be
fucks
transparent.
about none of us.
They don't.
They ain't gonna be no
Because if it was just a drowning, no foul play, just tell the public.
shit that you know is not never
That's
gonna
the
happen.
same thing y'all did in the Daniel Irvin case. Y'all came out, told the public the autopsy results. We went over it. They said Daniel Irvin drowned. No foul play. After arresting his white friend for tampering with evidence. No foul play.
Motherfuckers ain't gonna never be transparent.
Shout out to Nathan coming in with the $2
Ever.
Nolan suffered in his last minutes. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's so sad to even just like think about that.
Why you answering that question? You know that's a white motherfucker that asked you that question.
Because ain't no way that everybody on that island, as you guys saw in the news clip, everybody on the island was in the water, on the island, on the boats. Everybody went home. Nolan's body was in the ocean. They picked Nolan's body out of the ocean, and everybody went home that night. The Rangers came there that night and made sure everybody was off the island. I want you guys to understand that point. And they're not talking about that. You don't hear nobody talking about the Rangers. They're not even interviewing the Rangers. This guy right here that's above my head, family. This guy's on the phone. Hey, Officer Tatum. I thought you said you couldn't get no reception. Family, look at this guy. He's talking on the damn phone. Oh, let me go back.
Oh,
Hold on.
love.
Hold on. I fucked up. Let me go back to that. Yeah, we gotta go back to that. Y'all seen dude on the phone?
It's not that hard you break.
Let me go back to that.
So fire.
Look at this guy, family. This guy's on the phone. Look at him. He's on the goddamn phone. But what did Warren say? Warren said, hey, the people's phones don't work. People like to keep nobody keep their phones. Nobody take their phones off the boat. Nobody take their phones off the boat. Nobody. Warren was speaking for everybody that was on this island. Hey, Warren, what about this guy that's having a full conversation on the island? A full conversation. Look at him. I thought you said, don't nobody take their phones off the boat. It's plenty of people with phones on this island and in a goddamn lake.
Well, we knew Warren.
This guy's having a full-blown conversation. What's up, baby? Yeah, I'm coming home. I'll be there in a minute. Damn, baby, I'm fucked up. Hell yeah, baby, I'm having a good time. I'm drunk as hell.
He's like, okay, mom. I won't get in trouble, mom.
Shout out to Nathaniel coming in with the $5 check. He washed up in the same spot. He was missing. No one saw him, heard him, or nothing. It just doesn't make sense at all, bro. At all, Nathan. And this is why I get so frustrated because they talk to us as if we stupid, Nathaniel. They really believe we're dumb, bro. These people really feel like they can gaslight us. Come out here and just tell us everything. Yeah, just go out there and tell black people that he drowned. Go out there and tell black people that he was on cocaine. He was drinking heavily with no evidence, no proof. No.
All right, you got to stop buying generic Viagra if y'all over 40. You can get 9 pills.
Well, you keep taking advantage of this channel.
It should be Friday plan. If you think it's a scam like I did at first, people did. No doctor
proof. No. All of these people that was on that island got their phones. They recording. They Snapchatting. They doing everything. But nobody got a picture of Nolan. Nobody got a picture nobody got a video of Nolan. But somehow they had time for this. What was the point of this video, fam? Like, record a video of you getting towed?
They recreated that shit. That's not from.
Can't make this up.
Yeah. So Ben, and they not release information to you because I know that to explain the process because it goes to a grand jury. Now, do you know if they're going to be transparent with you or you don't, and how much do you think they can or will reveal? What they want, we do cases all across America. And district attorney and government officials have the authority to release information as they so need to release it. Down they can say, well, we're not going to release anything until the grand jury. And then that means we don't know when we're going to see it because nobody knows when they're going to complete their report. And Florida, Breonna Taylor cases like that where you had governmental authorities trying to be transparent. They would release information to try to build public trust. What are they going to do? We do not know if they're going to release it. They may say, we're not going to release anything at all until the grand jury. The grand jury might convene.
Shout out to Caliger coming in with a $2 super chat. Did say that just showing your boy some love. Thank you so much to the lovely Cali girl. Thank you so much.
She does never. You said the grand jury might convene. You cut out for a second, Ben. It's all up to them. It could be next week. It could be 2 or 3 months. We have no control over when the grand jury is convened and when the district attorney decides to release information. Why did it take Mississippi so long to present these results? And do you know why they've been so quiet?
Getting information from the police department. This case is sealed. These people are fucking lying. These people are covering up this shit in our face.
Yeah.
But it's going to be hard for them to get away with it, family, because of how vocal we are, how visible that we have been, how much we have been showing up. Because it took this lady almost a month to complete her autopsy. I thought he drowned. Ain't that what y'all said? Y'all said Nolan was drunk and he was on cocaine and he drowned. Bam, you found water in the boat. What happened? That's what y'all said.
It don't happen quick. The autopsy.
And I've had several cases where the state medical examiner concludes one thing and the independent medical examiner concludes another. And then you have to put it before a grand jury and they decide. Or even more profound, the matter then goes to an actual trial. A promise is easy to make, but hard to keep when someone else owns you. Right now, 2 career politicians are fighting over this job, over power, over politics, not over you. Me, I've got a plan. Starter homes people can afford, prioritizing our educational system, every tax dollar tracked and made public. Nobody owns me. Nobody to see. I'll be busy building it. They talk, I build.
I'm a nurse with stage 3 kidney disease. I tried everything. Here's what actually worked. I've been a nurse for 38 years, and kidney disease is one of the hardest things I watch my patients go through. The foamy urine, the burning when they pee, swollen ankles that never go down, waking up 3-4 times a night to run to the bathroom. It never stops. 3 years ago, it happened to me. My own kidney started declining. Stage 3. All those long shifts and not taking care of myself finally caught up. At first, it was just being tired after lunch. Then came the swelling. The brain fog hitting me out of nowhere. By the end of my shift, I could barely think straight. But the worst part was nighttime. The second I'd fall asleep, I'd wake up needing to pee. Again and again. 3, sometimes 4 times a night. Exhausted, thirsty, no matter how much water I drunk. Now, I was the one living with it. And let me tell you, every patient I ever had was right. It's a living hell. My doctor offered me dialysis preparation. I smiled politely and said, I'll think about it. but I knew I wasn't doing it. I've watched too many patients go through it. The fistula surgery that takes months to heal, 3 times a week hooked to a machine, their life completely taken over by a schedule, and their kidney function still declines. I wasn't trading one nightmare for another, so I just dealt with it. Cranberry supplements, kidney support blends, cutting protein, nothing really worked. But what else was I supposed to do? Then about 2 months ago, one of my regular patients came in. Sweet lady with stage 3, declining function for over a decade. Always felt terrible for her because nothing ever worked. But this time she seemed different, lighter. I asked her what changed, and she told me something I didn't expect. Her kidney function wasn't declining anymore. She'd found this antioxidant called astaxanthin, started taking it every morning, and for the first time in years, she was sleeping through the night. I'll be honest, I was skeptical. I've heard every miracle cure story you can imagine, but she seemed so genuinely relieved, like she'd finally found something that worked. That same night, my kidneys were acting up again. Woke up twice, couldn't get back to sleep, so I looked astaxanthin up. Turns out it's one of the only antioxidants on the planet that actually penetrates directly into kidney tissue. Most antioxidants just float around in your bloodstream. They never reach the cells where the damage is happening. Astaxanthin does. It embeds itself across the entire kidney cell membrane and calms the oxidative stress that's destroying your filters from the inside out. The science actually made sense. So I ordered some. Figured I had nothing to lose. After a week on the first brand, my EGFR went from 42 to 45. Better, but not life-changing. So I tried a different brand, cheaper, 6 milligram capsules. After 2 weeks, 46. Still too low, still waking up at night. I was getting frustrated. Everyone said astaxanthin worked, but it wasn't working for me. So I went back to the research, and that's when I realized people weren't just saying astaxanthin. They were getting specific about which astaxanthin. One person said they tried 3 different brands before finding one that actually worked. Another mentioned that 95% of the astaxanthin on the market is synthetic, made in a lab from petrochemicals. The same stuff they use to dye farmed salmon pink, up to 90 times weaker than the real thing. I kept reading. Most astaxanthin is synthetic, not natural, underdosed at 4 or 6 milligrams instead of the clinical 12 milligram, in dry capsules or gummies your body can't absorb, mixed with fillers and cheap blends. The astaxanthin that actually worked for kidney function had to be from real ocean microalgae, not synthetic, the full 12 milligram clinical dose, in a lipid-based soft gel so your body can actually absorb it. Third-party tested with no fillers, and I kept seeing the same brand mentioned over and over, Clarity MD. So I ordered it. It was more expensive than the others. At that point, I didn't care. When it arrived, I took one that first morning. I didn't expect much. I'd already tried 2 other brands, but about a week in, I noticed something. That usual mid-morning crash wasn't happening. My energy was staying steady. My head felt clear for the first time in months, and that night I slept through. No bathroom trips, no waking up at 2 a.m., just sleep. When I woke up, I laid there stunned. 8 hours. I hadn't done that in 2 years. By the end of the first week, I checked my EGFR at work. 54, I checked it 3 times because I didn't believe it. It hadn't been over 50 in over a year. The foamy urine, gone. The burning almost completely cleared up. I could work a full shift without needing a nap by 2 p.m. It's been 2 months now. I sleep through the night, every night. The foaming is gone. The burning is gone. My latest EGFR, 58, up from 42. I've told 5 of my patients with kidney disease about Clarity MD specifically. Every single one of them has come back and said their function is finally stable. One lady told me she slept through the night for the first time in 3 years. Look, for almost 3 years, I thought I just had to live with it, that this was my life now. But I was wrong. And here's the thing, not all astaxanthin is created equal. I wasted weeks on cheap brands that did nothing. Clarity MD's natural 12 milligram lipid-based soft gel is the only one that actually worked. If my patient hadn't mentioned astaxanthin to me that day, I'd still be waking up exhausted with my kidneys declining. After 38 years as a nurse, I thought I knew every option out there. Turns out my patient knew something I didn't. Links below. Clarity MD is a small American company. They sell out constantly. If it's still in stock when you click, don't wait on it. Your kidneys deserve a fighting chance.
Jury trial in a, whether it's criminal proceeding or not, or civil proceeding. And so it really is about what you said, trying to be transparent with one another and seeing if we can figure out why you get these conclusions. And remember this, Don, autopsy is not the end all.
No, it's not.
As well. Remember, Dr. Roger Mitchell said Even if the conclusion is he died from a drowning, then the questions become, what was the condition of his body before he entered the water?
My thing is, when it comes to this drowning narrative, right? When I keep hearing about this drowning, y'all say that Nolan was drinking. Y'all said witnesses seen him at 6 o'clock. Y'all didn't say y'all seen him in the water. Y'all said the last time y'all seen him was at 3 o'clock. Y'all left the island at 4:30. Y'all seen him with Katie. Witnesses, somebody said that they seen him at 8 o'clock. But you know what they are not saying, family? What the fuck Nolan was doing when y'all saw him? That's the goddamn question. You seen Nolan at 6 o'clock. What the fuck was he doing? Was he playing patty cake? Was he playing spades? What was he doing at 6 o'clock? You claiming you saw him. What was he doing? Y'all just keep coming out here saying, I seen Nolan, I seen him doing what? Who was he with? Because this is an empty island. Nolan can't go hide behind a tree.
If I die tomorrow, my family inherits 2.5 million. Not debt, not a mortgage, actual generational wealth. Here's exactly how I set that up. When we bought our first starter home, I bought a $500,000 life insurance policy. So if anything happened to me, my family could still afford the mortgage. First time I got life insurance, I did it the old way. Medical exams, phone calls, weeks of back and forth. It was a whole thing. When we bought our second home and my wife stopped working, I knew I needed more coverage. This time I found a better way. So I went to ethos.com. $2 million in coverage for about $100 a month. I spent weeks doing it the old way the first time. This time took one lunch break. If you're building something worth protecting, go check your price at ethos.com.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
So what is HMB? HMB protects your muscle by reducing muscle protein breakdown. Your body produces HMB from the amino acid leucine, but here's the problem. Your body is terrible at making it. Only 5 to 10% of dietary leucine ever becomes HMB, so you don't get enough to see any real benefit. This is Transparent Labs Creatine HMB. Creatine builds muscle by fueling your output. HMB protects muscle by reducing breakdown. Research shows that this combination can result in 33% greater strength gains and 67% more lean mass than just creatine alone. So if you want to build more muscle and
I done missed quite a bit.
Y'all left the island at
It's them damn white girls in the store, barefoot and shit. I see them people do that all the time. We going in the bathroom at the same time. She looking back at me, smiling and shit. And she gonna fall back so she can like glaze him and shit. I'm like, girl, I ain't got nothing to say to you. You walking through here barefoot and shit. Move out my way. Fine. Then here come her trash ass aunt. And the girl that worked there look like she on meth with all the sores and shit on her face. It's crazy how they get him a job. Cause I see this out there with all them damn nasty sores and shit on their face, looking like they clearly been on that shit half their life. But they done done all kind of stuff to tell other people. Like, you can't have this hairstyle, you can't have braids, you can't have a fro, you can't have this, you can't have that. But they put them right there at the cash register for you to look at their nasty looking ass. Crazy. Them bitches was barefooted.
And I've handled several cases where the state medical examiner concludes one thing and the independent medical examiner concludes another. And then you have to put it before a grand jury and they decide, or even more profound, the matter then goes to an actual jury trial, and whether it's
Well, we know how the court system is. Regardless of what level.
so really is about what you said, trying to be transparent with one another and seeing if we can figure out why you get these conclusions. And remember this, guy, autopsy is not the end all.
No, it's not.
Remember, Dr. Roger Mitchell said, even if the conclusion is he died from a drowning, then the questions become, what was the condition of his body before you entered the water. When
My thing is, when it comes to this drowning narrative, right? When I keep hearing about this,
the condition of the body when they enter the water, that's where you rely on witnesses. And we know we got fake witnesses, but nobody legit who can attest, because nobody claiming to see him before he went into the water. You got the rescue team, but they got him after he got in the water. It's a cover up. It's been a cover up. They're gonna try to keep it a cover up because that's what they do. And so, it's our job not to let them do that and get away with it. Y'all need to show some respect to Ben Crump because he on the job and he doing his thing. Huh? And nobody else standing up, putting this work in, but that man right there. He ain't 100. That's for sure. We know that. None of them are. Nobody is. But he doing that work. He tap dances. Even though he's from another country originally, I still expect him not to say some of the stuff he said. He be giving them a benefit of the doubt. Unless he politicking, which sometimes has happened, unfortunately. We can change that if we get on our, business to stick together and do what we need to do. Just like the mom, she said, I love everybody. All lives are important or something. We understand why she had to do that. I felt she did. She ain't said nothing that a lot of us other moms would have been said. And they still attacking her, sending her hate mail, calling her, harassing her, threatening her, putting false bad reviews in on her, and more. Just like Jet Metcalf started doing to Carmelo family. Remember his friend. That's what they do. So I try to get him the benefit of the doubt when he says certain shit. I understand the politics of it all, being in his position, but damn, I dropped my dip. And what's still in the bag? I don't want to be sitting there looking out. They be smashing with this girl. This girl be good. But y'all gotta stop coming down on Crump. He's doing his job. I don't see it. I'm gonna have to wait till I get finished. All right, let's go.
drowning, it's drowning, it's drowning. Y'all say that Nolan was drinking. Y'all said witnesses seen him at 6 o'clock. Y'all didn't say y'all seen him in the water.
My first meal at 11:30.
Y'all said the last time y'all seen him was at 3 o'clock. Y'all left the island at 4:30. Y'all seen him with Katie. Witnesses, somebody said that they seen him at 8 o'clock.
They seen him when they
But
dumped
you know what they
that boat.
are not saying, family? What the fuck Nolan was doing when y'all saw him? That's the goddamn question. You seen Nolan at 6 o'clock. What the fuck was he doing? Was he playing patty cake? Was he playing spades? What was he doing at 6 o'clock?
I just think don't want to play. Belt to ass, baby. Belt to ass. Unless they took his video down. He be going in. He don't be 100% correct, but he be going in. Oh, I know what happened. Hold on. Got here. Phone overheated, which don't make no dang no sense. This hero is hearty and it's good. All I got is red onions and sauce and lamb meat. I don't mess with no lettuce and tomatoes. Mm. They put vaccines and those anyway. And you can't be played. They took the video down.
Driving me crazy.
Right? When I keep hearing about this drowning, this drowning, y'all say that Nolan was drinking. Y'all say witnesses seen him at 6 o'clock. Y'all didn't say y'all seen him in the water.
You know what? They done said a lot of things that I consider offensive, and they need to stop saying anything unless they're gonna sit up here and try to tell you what happened. Oh, it fell inside his ship bag. That's great. What happened when he passed away? Like, you ain't saying that. Don't come out here with all that bullshit because we know you lying about everything. Warren Mama, the judge, told him to do that interview. Thought it'd be a good idea. They thought he was gonna come out here and cover up everything. Y'all just made the spot hot. They probably hired Tater Head. He probably booked dancing even harder. He do for free. It's his job anyway. Then Tristan. That was me yelling, "Give me my phone back." Boy, I don't believe. I don't believe. If one person already came out and said that wasn't Nolan, then another person came out and said that wasn't Nolan. And at first they used the black friend, which was suspicious to me to say it. However, most people seem to believe it. Try to make it sound real good. What was the point of you going to opposite Tatum doing the whole video? Then you go to my black people ain't got your back. Got your back in what, nigga? Hello, you just showing up. Come on. It wasn't me sitting in the interview the whole time like this. The audacity of both of y'all asses in that bullshit ass interview. I want to go over that interview so good and bad.
Y'all said the last time y'all seen him was at 3 o'clock. Y'all left the island at 4:30. Y'all seen him with Katie. We didn't see. Somebody said that they seen him at 8 o'clock. But you know what they are not saying, family?
Who said
What
that?
the fuck Nolan was doing when y'all saw him? That's the goddamn question. You seen Nolan at 6 o'clock. What the fuck was he doing? Was he playing patty cake? Was he playing spades? What was he doing at 6 o'clock?
Exactly.
You claiming you saw him. What was he doing? Y'all just keep
Y'all
on out saying.
Had this man phone that was quiet as a mouse. Delete your social media and everything. But as soon as people start calling you out, you got all this shit to say. Except what we want to know. Officer Tatum might as well interview himself, and I'm going to quit calling him officer. Not that that's respected by me. He was leading the whole doggone conversation. He gave him all the answers to the test. And Warren didn't provide no answers. Neither one of y'all over there with the family at any point in time didn't go to the funeral and none of that, but you're going to bring your ass out here with a bullshit ass interview? Only distancing yourself from Warren, from Nolan. Speaking of him, like he a friend of a friend or some shit. Man, get the fuck.
I seen Nolan. I seen him doing what? Who was he with? Because this is an empty alley. Nolan can't go hide behind a tree. It's nothing there. Nolan cannot hide anywhere on this island.
Why would he
not
want
be
to?
seen.
Why would
This
he
is what I'm
not
trying to
want to
get
come
you
back home?
low IQ motherfuckers to understand. While y'all trying to play in our face.
Yeah.
Nolan cannot hide on this island. He can't play hide and seek.
Leave me here without my
Nolan's
phone.
body
Yeah, right.
was in that ocean, the exact location that their boat was docked in.
There you go.
So from the time that everybody left, Nolan's body disappeared, family. Nolan know a magic trick. Nolan know magic. Nolan know how to disappear so nobody can see him, and then he come back, his body on the goddamn shore. Fully clothed, by the way. But you seen him at 6. You seen him at 8.
And they
You
know
seen him at this time.
our people are
Oh, I see
warriors.
Nolan over there. Oh, I see Nolan flying around like Spider-Man. But when y'all left, y'all didn't see Nolan? Because let me go back to this.
Spiderweb.
Let
Where
me
you gonna
just go
shoot
back
him
to
to?
this.
No buildings, no trees.
This lie right here won't work no more.
He was going from boat to boat,
Like, this lie right here is debunked.
shooting webs.
Katie, 602, on the boat, not around Nolan. That's not gonna work. Katie, 5:42 p.m. on the boat, not around Nolan. Let's keep going. Katie, 5:35 on the boat, not around Nolan.
Hold on. Katie, you're gonna have to bring your ass front and center. No, but that's not gonna work. You're gonna have to come out here and sit your ass down and have a conversation. Don't go to TMZ and don't go to fucking Teddy Talk. You better come talk to us. But you're gonna have to. And nobody gonna leave you alone. We don't give no fuck about you. Or why your boys put your name in it. Them pictures don't mean shit to me. We don't trust your ass either.
Katie again, right here, 5:44 in her camera roll, showing us that she's on a boat with a lot of people. And guess who's not
That
around?
picture don't mean shit.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it, ladies and gentlemen.
Not that I believe he's with
Welcome to the 2026 Radiance Competition, rated exclusively for women over 40.
However,
Whether you're stepping in front of the camera for the first time,
Katie could have had something to do with what happened.
this is your moment.
She could have been part of a
The
setup.
winner will receive $20,000 cash, a $5,000 charity
They
donation,
could have bragged to her about what they
and
did
a
on
feature in Maxim magazine. Plus, you and a guest will chat off to New York City or
white girl. She ain't in this.
and a 3
Ding, ding, ding. You got it, ladies.
It's the
and
reason
gentlemen.
why they put her name in.
Wheels.
And we want to know why.
It's not with Katie.
Why they use you?
So can y'all at least stop saying that dumbass shit? Because Katie is making it known that, hey, y'all need to stop saying that he wasn't with me. I was
She
with
not
my
making
friend.
nothing known.
I am showing y'all proof
That's
that
not
he
no
wasn't
proof.
with me.
They said
Katie is showing timestamps,
This is where he be getting on my nerves.
screenshots.
That's not proof. And she ain't letting them be known. She didn't say shit out her damn mouth. Oh, boy. I know they're young as hell, but got off the truck the same as everybody else. Stiff. Yeah, Katie ain't proving nothing. She ain't let nothing be known. She ain't even said nothing else. She's not exempt. She's not presumed to be innocent. And she ain't talking. They say you was with a boy who they found dead. Yeah, you gotta stop playing, Katie. Come on.
But I'm gonna need Katie to tell us who boat that is. It looked like your boy Bart boat, allegedly. I don't know, but that's what it looked like.
They use Katie for.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just tired of fucking hearing I seen Nolan, I seen Nolan, I seen Nolan. Because if I seen Nolan, I would be like, and if something happened to Nolan, and if I was there and I was one of the witnesses, they say Nolan, I'd be like, yeah, I seen Nolan. He was over there next to that boat. They had the little fishing rod hanging off of, and it was like 4 people around him. He was just standing by the boat, just drinking, chilling. He really wasn't doing nothing.
They're not gonna do that. They're gonna tell you who boat it is. They everybody goes
to water, and he was talking to a group of girls, and they was just hanging out. All they telling us is, I seen Nolan at 6. I seen Nolan at 4. That's all they telling us. So y'all seen Nolan in all these times. But at the most
of them little clear see-through children know what Nolan did and where he was the whole time he was on that island. Most of them. So he the only black one there. They're gonna pay attention. They're gonna make sure they know where he at all times. The boys show gonna be watching them because they scared of him. Little Keith, Keith, and they don't want him to be talking to none of their girls. Girls gonna be watching them because they want some soul pole. And all of them gonna be watching them because they're racist and they'll trust black people. He the only black person there. Put them all together, they can get you an account of everything Nolan did and where he was from the time he was there to the time he left. So he the only black one there. Can't blend it. Impossible.
one time, Nolan body getting pulled out of the lake.
Conscious or was he unconscious? Was he forced into the water or was he not forced into the water? So as you look at it, and I'm saying this, and I'm here with Christine and Airport, as we go to Cincinnati, Ohio, to speak to a lot of young people.
Salute, DJ. Salute. Salute to the family. Let's get the lights up, family.
Good.
I'm sensitive to talk, and I know this is a little emotional.
Well, that's what I want to ask Miss Christine,
The
who's
person who can best answer that question itself for the people who was there at that time is the medical examiner, because they have their examination of the body as they got it and as they dissected it, along with whatever investigative information the police gave them, and that helps them determine what was his conditions as he went into the water. In some cases, they can tell you whether they jumped or was pushed. Yeah, but we don't.
When we're sitting in it, because we have not been able to fully breathe right.
This girl right here grew her edges back and her bald spots from taping this. I'm not lying to y'all when I say this is gonna. If you have thin edges receding,
Get the fuck up.
Right. So there's a bit of dissociation that occurs, and I too have to just always take a moment to step back and be like, okay, however it goes, right? Like it has to in some way, like it has to be accepted. But again, I can't fully accept the answers and things that we're told to.
I think they should do. There should be somebody. I could say gentleman's den. I would say gentleman's den. I trust he's qualified to interview the parents. He asked the right questions, in my opinion, most of them. I don't think he'd be asking these dumbass questions, irrelevant questions, baiting questions, feeding the trolls, feeding the clear people. And we know he really owned this case. He cared. I think I just ain't with them just because they got big platforms and keep going to TMZ, Don Lemon and shit. Because some of these questions, I'm telling you, it can't be one of mine. You ain't getting no interviews out of me. Unless I just want to say something. Okay? Stop fucking looking at me, bitch. Not unless I just want to say something. Have a little fun with it. Anyway, I go on now and let them motherfuckers ask me those dumbass questions. I have to tell them, if you're going to interview me in person. Because I want you to sit in my face and ask me that bullshit ass question. Go ahead. Disrespect. One time. One time.
That's at the beginning because it was too soon.
Right.
There was no investigation.
Exactly.
Stories did not align. And so for people to say, hey, why can't you just accept it after drowning and be done?
She's intellectually aware and sound and mature. And she knows there's a lot of narratives out there. She's getting hate mail. She's getting accusations. So she's saying shit that my anger and my ego wouldn't give me, what she's having right now to sit and say it. Because I wouldn't be I'm not explaining shit. But she's trying to help people who clearly don't understand a lot about life, or who just be following the trolls, to really understand where she's at. Because I done heard it all. She ain't grieving because she doing this video. She ain't grieving because she doing this and that. We know that's propaganda. But then it's also ignorant motherfuckers out here too. I'm just not gonna be the one, man, to keep having an answer to shit when we shouldn't have to. And y'all don't fuck with no clear people like that when they're in this situation. Y'all only have their back. But she's being very logical and telling motherfuckers think in logic. But I also see that how about her being able to do all this shit, she also let them know, I ain't broke down yet, bitch. I'm in the game, I'm sharp, and I'm on it. I'm not so distraught and everything that I can't think straight. She is on it. And shit like that scare these motherfuckers. Because they don't want her to be sound and emotionally and mentally available to be able to put up the fight and handle her business. But she handling her business. That's what's scary to them. I gotta reach out to the new Black Panthers in them. I think she needs protection. The fuck is that? Yeah, but they're not gonna want her and her husband to keep doing this.
Those things that have occurred.
But it's not them two you gotta worry about.
That's why we needed that independent autopsy. We needed to make sure that whatever was found was true. But of course, when you don't have the complete picture, that also, kind of makes you question even more, like, what exactly are we dealing with? And we need that. Like, my husband and I, our family, we need those questions answered.
And it's so sad that these people don't even want to be transparent with the family and they lost their child. Y'all keeping them out of the investigation. Y'all keeping them out of the loop. You're not telling them anything. They haven't seen his body for the first 2 weeks. You just ignoring the family. Y'all got time to address the public, right?
And that's not uncommon with any I can't even say murder because they're not calling it that, but it's a death investigation, so it's not uncommon, especially when it's suspicious of whatever. But you know, all the rumors they made from day one. It's clear that there's been a cover up from day one. Because if you're trying to say you don't think that happened to her, I said what? Make it plain, an accident or a drowning. Then you should be able to share all this shit and be like, look here, this is how we came to that conclusion. This shit is too clear. And we're not letting up on this or none of the other cases at all.
The district attorney got time to talk to us and tell us that, oh, we working around the clock. The governor got time to do a press conference. The mayor got time to do press conference, but y'all ain't got time to be talking to the family? Be transparent with the family? That's crazy.
Working doing what?
And this is why we on y'all ass. We ain't letting y'all slide. I don't give a fuck what that autopsy said.
They buying time to tighten up their cover up.
When the state autopsy was done, what went through what was that like for you? What did you think?
I said, oh, wow. But then again, you know, like Attorney Crump said, the DA did reach out. Actually, I had texted the victim.
I wouldn't get him this.
Hey, were there any updates with the autopsy?
You don't deserve to know how the fuck I felt what I thought when I got the information. Nah,
no, that was kind of the main thing they were stressing. On a GLP-1 medication and you are worried about skin elasticity, you need to be taking astaxanthin. And the reason why is because astaxanthin, they were stressing. And so then I think that afternoon, so today is what? So I think that was maybe a day or two ago, the DA had called and I missed the call. And by the time I saw it was too late and I wasn't going to call her at 9 o'clock because I've had to change the settings on my phones because of the harassing phone calls I've been getting.
Wow. She been receiving harassing. She been getting harassed. She have been receiving threats. She have been receiving bad reviews.
Trace all of it.
But Judge Cole
Trace all
out here getting people arrested for sending her threats.
What?
And Christina is her high school classmate.
Oh, you talking about one?
And she know
that
this family has been receiving threats.
She don't care.
Getting harassed. But she ain't doing nothing for her. The sheriff department out here talking about we gonna take every threat serious if y'all sending threats to the investigators and the police department. Judge Cole out here getting people locked up for sending threats to her. But Christina have came on social media countless times telling us and showing us evidence, by the way, sending her hate mail to her home, calling her phone, leaving bad reviews at her place of business. But ain't nobody coming to her defense. Ain't nobody coming to her defense. And y'all wonder why we are how we are right now.
Typical.
You wonder why black media is turning up on y'all ass right now. You wonder why black content creators are turning up their fire on y'all ass. And y'all not getting what the fuck y'all did.
Emmett Till's mom talking about when she went to the trial. But she said every day when she walked to the courthouse, everybody standing outside. All these men would be standing outside with their little boys. And their boys would have the cowboy cap gun. And as she got closer and would walk into the courtroom, she remembered they would all shoot her gun at her. Click, 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 they pulled the trigger. And their dads would laugh, pat him on the back. Good job, son. I'm proud of you, boy. Stuff like that. Yeah. And she walked in there by herself. And she talked about how that made her feel. She went on in there anyway, handling her business. Just to get to the end, when the jury went in the room and all the black people began to walk out because they knew they was coming back with a not guilty verdict. Oh yeah, Matt Walsh. I'm gonna challenge all that bullshit you said. We're gonna bring the facts and we're gonna restate the facts. That's what we're gonna do. Since you wanna come out here and lie about Emmett Till's story. Yeah, bitch. I got you.
Cause y'all don't give a damn about Nolan Wells' family or Christina. Y'all keeping them out of the fucking loop. Y'all putting a target on their fucking back. The governor come out and say, oh, Benjamin Crump is making this about race and trying to cause division. You putting a target on this family back by saying that bitch ass boy. That's a fucking dog whistle that you did. But you ain't said nothing like, oh, I send my condolences to the family. I'm gonna don't y'all need to stop sending threats to the y'all ain't saying none of that shit.
3 hours and 30 minutes.
The governor got time to come out here and say shit about Benjamin Crump.
But Star Wars.
The mayor got time to say shit about Benjamin Crump. But I haven't seen y'all not one time stand with the family. Why is the mayor not standing with the family? Why is the mayor not saying that we would not tolerate y'all sending threats to this family while we are dealing with this investigation? But y'all out here talking about some, we gonna lock motherfuckers up and send us threats.
Brown people better pay attention, especially the youth. You better pay attention. There's no excuse for none of this shit. It's all a compilation. You've seen it time and time again. Okay, the even more plain, the history. That shit wasn't that long ago. Hell, it's been only 50 years since I've been born that women have been free, have rights. And when they gave women the right to vote, they didn't include black women. There's nothing else but what it is. You can't excuse any of it. You can't give it the benefit of the doubt. And what doubt? Where? How? It absolutely will be the same, if not worse, with you. And most of y'all wait until you're in a situation and you're getting the same treatment to when you get your fucking wake-up call.
Department, we gonna lock y'all up.
Everybody should be outraged.
If y'all see the family that y'all doing an investigation on receiving threats, they're receiving threats and hate mail, but y'all ain't doing shit about that.
Like it don't even like it's not even happening.
Don't jump to conclusion. Y'all don't know what's happened. No, fuck you. We gonna jump, skip, and do whatever we want to do.
To the bang bang the boogie, the up jump the boogie, to the boogie the beat.
I want to talk to you about all of that.
Seatbelt trunks.
One more thing before we go into that. I just spoke with you about transparency. What are you hoping from Mississippi, whoever's releasing this information, whether it be the medical examiner's office, the state, or the DA? What would you like from them? You want to hear everything, I'm sure.
I would like
My whole crew knew my wife was cheating. 2 years.
Just to give a fucking dumbass AI commercial.
to do their job. I would like for everyone to treat this as if this was their child or their family member and give us the same honesty, transparency, and respect that they would expect for them or their family.
Amen. Now, can we talk about the other stuff? Do you mind? You went there, so I feel like I could go there. because I've been bothered by it. We've been reporting on it. It's disgusting. I'm going to start with one thing, and then I'll talk about the harassment of you, especially as a mother, and then as a medical profession. Which, and I know you take your profession very seriously.
Don't wait for me playing that round.
It does not matter.
I won't mess to take my job.
You always have really good reviews.
Hey, look. That's how you look. That's how you look to me.
Reports that we've been hearing. No, Nolan was drinking. He was doing this. He was doing that.
Oh shit! Where's the egg?
We know why they're doing it, but I want to know what your assessment is, how you feel about that. Because even let's just say that he was. I'm not saying that he was. Let's just say that whatever he was doing, that doesn't mean that you have to die.
All right.
And that doesn't mean he was the only one.
Exactly.
And what do you think young people do? My senior trip, outfit, right? So,
Kate, I'm trying. Like,
Kate.
Kate said, don't leave your pressure. I'm trying. It's hard, bro. It's hard. It's hard, Kate. It's so hard.
That's hard. I don't get no fuck.
I'm so passionate about us.
I'm not finna shut it.
Like this is sickening, Kate. Like
we
when you
can be
just look at
feminine
this,
later.
like, these people is really trying to run a play on us.
We can be exactly what you
Nolan Wells.
say. What you think?
Nobody's trying to find out what happened to him. Everybody is just trying to defend.
Be on that bullshit. They trying to ride.
Nolan Wells is dead.
It's not happening,
Everybody
bro.
else is trying to defend themselves.
It's not happening.
Everybody talking about those funk ass white boys, but not trying to talk about what happened to Nolan.
Right.
And this is what makes me so frustrated with this.
And his mother's been very patient.
Because I don't see that energy. As much energy that y'all put into trying to defend them and not run the judgment. Y'all, it's like everybody trying to save them. Trying to protect their image. Talking about them receiving threats.
That's
and
what they
threats
talk in this world and in this country.
But Christina can come on social media and show you proof of the mail she been receiving to her home.
No, she's saying
these people got her address. They have her cell phone number.
Imagine.
They know her place of business.
Imagine the way I know I react.
Governor came out here and attacked their attorney.
Say, come at me, motherfucker. You better bring your whole motherfucking crew, okay? Because you're gonna have to get me on up out of here. The fuck? Because I ain't coming like her. I don't give a fuck. I'm coming for you. You ain't got to tell me shit, bitch. I know you did it. I want all yours. All of them. All of you.
It's that fun. So why? So what does that have to do with
Tasmanian devil over there?
What's your sister?
Honestly, I feel like that.
I know these fucking cops.
Away this before, right? Pattern recognition. We've seen this where things have happened, especially when we talk about the Black community. And, after the death, it's a smear campaign.
Yeah, it's not like a bloody night thing.
This person, what can we say?
Right.
That's something, my family and I, especially my husband and I, we definitely do not appreciate. But, we can't fight everyone that wants to have an opinion.
Exactly.
But also,
you ain't even be addressing the shit.
Part of that has been allowed to occur, which is it's gut wrenching at best. Because if you were in our situation, how would you feel if there were millions of people who are saying, "Oh, hey, well, he was at an island, he was heavily drunk," and again, even with the drinking, there are so many conflicting stories.
So many.
Because I've spoken with adults who knew Nolan very well, coaches that were out there. One in particular, I think he told me he saw Nolan somewhere between like 2:45 and 3:30. It's like, Christine, yeah, we talked for a while. We talked about college.
Don't pull in front of me like that off the side of the goddamn road. You was motherfucker going off. It's y'all motherfuckers is crazy.
That bothered him too, that there was this narrative of, it started at the very beginning. It was, he was sloppy jogging. But was he though?
Exactly, but that's how they start their cover up.
Yeah, and they do. They all in.
That's how they start.
They just fall in line. They don't need to have no conversation about it. Everybody know what to do.
And you know who was not defending Nolan doing this? smear campaign,
His best friend.
district attorney, the governor.
Yeah.
The governor is not coming out here saying, "Hey guys, stop, posting all of these things on y'all social media platform about Nolan being drunk. We haven't released no information about what was in his body. Did he indulge in alcohol? Did he indulge in drugs? You guys stop that until we finish furthering our investigation."
Wearing a faja every single night did wonders to my body. Like I keep my stomach compressed.
Who cares if he was drunk?
This is literally that be right there.
Yo, all of y'all were.
My waist.
You got a kid who's still a kid that came on and did an interview and talked like he was a damn adult.
And it's very breathable.
And his mother's freaking judge.
But it do have
and he said that he was drinking.
Sit up and not sag. Just training your body to.
Boy, you're not grown. You're not even the legal age.
Makes it drink closer.
So y'all was drinking in both, and your parents know you get down like that too.
Your torso, and then
okay.
At the bottom. Also, this is zipper, so
ain't nobody saying nothing about that.
So you don't even have to take your faja off in the middle of the night. I'm gonna link this one in this video. They have different colors.
Furthering our investigation. The governor is not. The family is not. They don't have the governor's support. The mayor's not on their side.
They don't work for us, Bo.
The district attorney is not coming out trying to defend the family. The district attorney is not coming out and saying, "Hey, we will." But it's out here saying that they are going to do anything to this family.
They work for the clear ones.
Because we are a community, right? Like Tristan said.
Shit,
we tight knit.
They sending threats too.
But it seems like the only support that the family got is us.
Sit around and laugh.
Because the state of Mississippi don't give a fuck about them. The governor don't care. He came out and made one statement talking about he don't see no foul play. You ain't seen his big fat head ass no more.
That'll be the last motherfucking thing.
He came out and said his dog whistle because he want this to go on, family. See, the governor is a white supremacist.
Absolutely.
He's a racist piece of shit.
Sure is.
Because I played y'all the video of him at a Confederate rally. Yeah, that's what he do. He came out and said one thing and he wanted to hide it. Making this political.
He just went sat back and let his people do what they do.
But they want to tell us we need to turn the temperature down. No, we're not.
Absolutely not.
And I know we are getting to you because look at the low IQ white people that's in my comment section. Look how stupid these people is.
They dumb as fuck.
These people have to come in my comment section and troll because they can't stand the heat. They can't stand the fucking heat. Because white people don't like accountability. That's why you always hear them talk about black on black crime, Chicago, y'all black people killing each other. Okay, tell us about the crime in your community. Crickets, they don't know nothing about that, but they know every statistic about black people. That's why they like to go to the low IQ black people channel that's tap dancing for them. So they can feel superior because they're losers. They're incel. They indulge in incense. They are the most degenerate people in this country, but Chicago is their problem.
Oh, fact.
These people speak on black crime like they give a damn about black people. Y'all don't care. That's a talking point. Why you white men can't keep y'all hands off little girls, little boys? Why all those white men's names is in the Epstein's file? Now, one black person is in the Epstein file, but I don't hear y'all talking about that. The most degenerate people in this country got the most to say about the elite class of black people. We better than y'all in every aspect in life. And I want y'all to know that. I want y'all to know that. We're better than you.
Absolutely.
And I know that's making y'all mad.
Supreme being.
Y'all love when I come over here and slap y'all up every fucking day. Because you get a dose of reality over here. That's why y'all come over here about a flock. Y'all flock over here. That's why I want to make sure you guys hit that notification bell. Become a channel.
Can't wait for you to fire that live up, brother.
Support it. You hear it every day.
They be
you
cutting
contribute to the platform. You might as well just become a channel member.
Yep, they should.
Stay consistent with your trolling. And I understand this is hard for y'all to grasp.
They know
when you see this beautiful black man on your screen every single day, put belt to ass to
chocolate as fuck.
But I welcome you. I welcome y'all to the YT community. Your talking points is not going to work anymore. It's played out.
It's
Your
what I heard.
90s and your 80s stereotype, black people killing all each other. That's not going to work.
That's
We keeping them